All right, we are live with episode 22. Can you believe it's episode 22 already?
It's crazy.
If you could hear us, give us a thumbs up, like, whatever. I don't care what you do. Just thumbs up or like. That'll work. What's going on, Shane? Thanks for tuning in. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We got FunFest this past weekend at the Brownstown Speedway. I was only there Friday night. I was not there Saturday or Sunday. These two have a lot to discuss about FunFest. We'll get into it, but a lot to discuss. There's some pictures floating around of Zach that Anthony Finley texted me. There's a lot we can get into discussions on that. So anyway, FunFest at Brownstown. You got JT. I pulled in up there Friday night, and practice was Thursday. I pulled in Friday about noon. 1 o'clock, something like that. I unload my golf cart, take off, whatever. And I'm trying to find the Blue Crew, and I come up on this. All I did was just get in, and I went down that first road there, and there was it looked like there was 240 race cars sitting there with Blue Crew all over it. So how many actually cars did you guys have?
I figured we had 6 campers and 11 race cars, if I remember correct, if I counted correctly, with my crew. And it was hard to get them all. I thought I marked a plenty big spots. Like, Jim's going to cut this down because he's going to think these people are wasting spots. I ran out of room.
Yeah.
It was pretty tight in there when I went down there.
It's real tight.
We had visitors. We had people coming all weekend to visit. We had Dalton Fleener come and hung out for a while. The Finleys camped with us. They hung out. Seabiscuit was up there hanging out. Kelton, Jamie. We had a really good time.
Yeah.
Really good time.
Cornhole boards were going when I showed up. Let's discuss that a little bit. We were just talking about that before the show. How did the big cornhole tournament go, JT?
So I think we had 4 teams in her, and none of us made it past the first round.
Tell them what you and Bo did, though.
Yeah, how many bags you score?
Me and Bo drew aces. I'm just going to say it. They sniped us, and
they seen you coming, didn't they?
One time I held them to 0 on one round. I was like, yeah, that's a point for me. But they wouldn't allow us to add any points for that.
They had 0 points.
Anyway. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your cornhole game was off this past weekend.
Yeah, well, I feel like I disappoint Bo, and that's what rides on me, because I feel like he's sitting over thinking, I could be partners with so much more talent.
Right.
And this guy suckers me in every year. But I appreciate you, Bo, if you're watching. I love you. Thanks for being my partner and going out. It's tradition at this point to lose in the first 2 rounds.
Oh, yeah. So some big side notes for the weekend. Zach Sasser swept the super stock portion, so he won Friday night and Saturday night. Huh?
Yeah.
Did I mess the name up again?
No, you got Zach Sasser kicked butt all weekend. Yeah, you're right.
He did. But I'm just saying,
half track.
Just notes here.
Half track.
He swept Friday night, Saturday night.
Yeah, he did.
Jordan Weaver.
Yeah,
he swept.
Yeah, he swept all weekend.
Jared Bailey picks up the win in the super late models.
Right.
And big shout out to Dalton Fleener for winning the pure stock feature on Friday night.
Right. Rough night for the Fleener crew, though.
It was. It was a very rough
weekend.
Night. Right. Well, yeah, rough weekend altogether.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Tommy's car done.
Tommy's car's done. We think we can fix Dalton's. Dalton thinks he can fix his.
I thought you can put a new clip underneath Tommy's.
They talked about clipping it, but I don't know if they'll get into that.
Yeah.
Or not. It's gonna have to be cut way back, I feel like. Mm-hmm. And that was a racing deal. I don't know how many people were there and watched, but the 81 car kind of spun out and got stuck up on the bank. Well, that's where Bud was at. So he turned down to miss him, and as he was turning down to miss him, Tommy's wide open on the bottom, and he caught Tommy's quarter and sent Tommy in the wall, and ended up flipping it. But everybody was okay.
That's good.
Yep.
That's good.
And then Dalton followed it up Saturday trying to win the pure stock. I really know he really wanted that, and he was pushing that car hard and kind of topped the bank. And when he came back on, another car clipped to the front end and turned it over on its side. But it was a soft roll.
Right.
So that's 2 guys that are really close to our group. They park with us every weekend across the creek, and they didn't park with us at FunFest because they was parking in the back corner, which is fine. But Dalton was at our camp more than he was his own.
Right. Right.
I'm glad both those guys were okay.
Yeah.
So overall, I mean, it was a pretty decent FunFest from what I gathered. I know I enjoyed it Friday night, but
Thursday night we all got to do some car hopping, and that was a really unique experience. I wish you could have been there for that. But
you was in Zach's modified.
I drove Zach's Modify. I drove my Super Stock, and I drove Chris's Super Stock.
What all did you drive?
I drove JT Super Stock and then Bud's Pure Stock.
And his Modify.
And my modified.
Yeah.
So what would I could have drove if I'd have been there?
Yeah, you could have drove the golf cart.
Yeah. Burn all the oil up.
Hey, I put plenty of oil in her before we went to the racetrack on Friday.
Man,
She ran good too. Ran flawless.
It was awesome getting in that Super Stock. I've never run one, just run Pure Stock, but that was definitely a neat experience.
He looked good in
I
it.
think
Looked really good in it.
JT said the same thing about the modified.
I did. Listen, the Modify thing was way different than I thought it would be. I think I could figure it out. It'd take me a while, but they make it look a lot easier than it is. And being up on the bars is hard. I didn't realize how hard it is to keep it up on the bars. It's easy for me to tell Zach you need to keep it on the bars. It's another thing to be out there hot lapping trying to get it to do it, you know. But it was cool, and I do appreciate the opportunity, and I appreciate Ethan's opportunity, too. That was a lot of fun as well.
It was a blast. We had a good time.
What's going on, Shane, Ethan, Blake, Becky? Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Shane said he's packing the truck and trailer headed to Kokomo in the morning.
That's an exciting deal, too. I hope they get a good car count for that.
Yeah, me too.
Kokomo's kind of taken a lot of thunder from FunFest the last 2 years,
Right.
really.
Yeah.
You know, in my opinion, I love FunFest, and that's where I'll always be.
Right.
But, you know, a lot of cars don't go to FunFest because they're going to Kokomo and you're 2 weekends back to back with
Right.
a lot of money to
It
spend.
is.
But I hope they have a good turnout up there.
Debbie says, "Hey, young men." Thanks, Debbie, for the
I think she was talking to
young men
us.
comment.
I
Huh?
think she was talking to me.
No,
JT.
don't let this gray fool you. What's going on,
Silver
Jamie?
Fox.
David, Tristan just sticking the knife in JT right now. Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. Seriously, this is a flag-to-flag media show. I have to spread the wealth, right? And, I mean, from what I've seen, Zach Sasser just pretty much dominated Friday night and Saturday night.
There's
so.
and there's no hate from me either.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm a big
Oh,
fan
no.
of Adam and Zach, you know, but I made some big changes Saturday because I knew I was half second off, and it still wasn't. They got even faster Saturday, and they half tracked me. And hats off to them; they've got it figured out. I'll do some homework. I'll try to get it figured out. But them guys they couldn't be nicer guys to be winning.
I mean, it's pretty cool though that the year that Zach had, I mean, winning the Brownstown Track Championship and the UMP National Points. So it was pretty cool to see him, you know, win both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have went to Kokomo instead of FunFest.
And anytime I can jab a knife in JT's side, I'm going to, and then I'll twist it a little bit. Oh, and like Becky said, big shout out to Allie for winning the Powder Puff,
Yeah, it was
bringing home the
a
win.
little nerve wracking. Somebody's got to put it in victory lane if I can't.
That's true. That is true.
So her and Megan had a good run going, and
But the good thing about the Pure Stock though is that's like right down Allie's avenue though.
Yeah.
You know, she's got plenty of laps in the Pure Stock around Brownstown. So
yeah,
She looked good.
she said it was a lot. You know, obviously it's not exactly like the car she drove, but
Right.
she said it was a lot different. So it was pretty cool. Maybe next year she'll be able to get in the modified. So
yeah.
it's fun.
Kyle Alt, you still on the beach, buddy? I seen a picture of you on Facebook with your feet in the sand or something going on. I don't know where you were going. All I seen was a picture of you at the beach. So if you are, thanks for the shout out from the beach. Here he goes. Finley. Elizabeth Finley wants to wonder if the creek is still made of Gatorade. Zach.
Probably.
Question mark, exclamation point, question mark.
We came to party all weekend. Zach partied hard Thursday and lost all the party.
So I called Zach. I think I called you Friday morning.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
you're like, man, I'm feeling rough. I was like, what? So anyway, I get to the track or whatever, and I said, where's Zach at? He's in the camper.
Well, let
I
me
was
tell
like,
you
is he
this.
sleeping? They're
was-
like, yeah, he was sleeping on that flat air mattress over there in his race trailer, and JT made him go get in the camper.
It was 2:00 in the afternoon, and finally I was feeling sorry for him. I was like, buddy, just go take a nap in the camper. I said, you can't race like this. He looked like hell.
The last thing I heard was Allie went to Salem to take a shower and get me Pedialyte. That's what I was told. And then Anthony, as soon as I get there, I pulled up on the golf cart and I seen Anthony and Elizabeth and the Boudreaux and everybody over hanging out. So here immediately Anthony comes, walking real fast over there. He goes, "Hey, look at this! Look at this!" There's a picture of Zach over by the creek,
It's
all
bad.
hunched over. Yeah,
It's bad. I had the stomach bug pretty bad that day.
whatever. Yeah,
He came out of the camper about 4:00, and he finally had a little collar back. I was like, all right, I guess we can go racing
it
now.
was self-inflicting.
Yeah,
stomach bug.
it was.
Yeah.
He thought he could hang with Bub, but he was mistaken.
No, it was That dreamsicle, man, it tasted good. All it tasted like was dreamsicle.
Didn't sound like a good dream to me.
No, it was
absolutely not. Josh Hayes said, I had fun other than getting dumped in the feature. Josh, you had a great year, man. I was glad to see you run as well as you did all year. And like we talked about I think it was a couple weeks ago, we talked about even if he wouldn't have been out for the surgery, he'd
have been right there.
Yeah, he'd been right there.
Knocking on the door.
David Lucky said, good luck at my home track at Kokomo.
60 Hornets at Kokomo.
Yeah,
right
60 Hornets.
Brand new car. Wow. Good luck making the show, buddy.
Yeah,
That's
good luck.
new car. Get the Gremlins out and go get you one.
Tyler Collins speaking in good about Zach again.
Wow.
Well, Tyler is on it speaking good about Zach. He said he looked good in the feature Saturday.
And all that trash you just talked about him before we went live.
I know.
It's bad.
Thanks.
Yeah. I promise Tyler he didn't say anything bad. Hey, send me some pictures of your house, buddy, and we'll see if Flag to Flag Media can't get your house sold for you. I did see he had his house for sale, so.
Yeah.
See, Tristan said he absolutely killed it. We do like Sasser Crew, but I gotta love my broskies back. Gotta have my broskies back. Absolutely. But Zach, we were actually just watching some of the featured content right before the show started, and I mean, you talked about the car felt a lot better, than what it has.
That was really the best it's ever felt. Kind of went back to the base setup and just kind of made some adjustments. And I talked on the phone with Pierce this last week, couple minutes, and he kind of steered me in the right direction. I think we got a pretty good piece. It's getting stripped down right now. I'm going to send it to the jig and get the clip fixed and change some things on it, and we'll see what we can do.
And I did a little tire work on it.
Did you?
That helped.
So he got to give you a little bit of credit then, right?
I mean, he didn't, but
I asked him if he thought I should run that tire or this other tire, and he chose. So,
hey,
good tire.
You got to give credit where credit's due, right?
It was a good tire.
It was a good tire. It was a hard tire.
It was very hard. I've never felt one quite like that one.
Kyle all said, sure am. Well, you enjoy one, drink one for us, buddy. Dustin Tyler Carr said, had a blast. Dustin, you look really good up there this past weekend, too. I mean, look good all year. Mm-hmm. That boy of yours is going to be on the pad for too long, I got a feeling, too. So
yeah, he's getting better. Preston's getting a lot better.
Preston's really, really coming on.
He's more confident, I think.
Absolutely.
And that's what goes a long way.
Derek said, okay, we'll talk about this a little bit. Is the plan for JT to run the 200-lapper Saturday night?
Yeah, we're trying to.
Give us the download, JT. Like, what's the scoop on this? We've been talking about this since May.
So we went to FunFest, and because I want to do FunFest first, because my buddy Zach's there. We was going to play all weekend, and we did. We played in the Enduro. We
made the big Hornet or the big Crown Vic show.
Yeah, there was 44.
Yeah,
so they took 22 to the show. I think
44. Yeah.
And and we hadn't ran Crown Vics. I ran them once this year. We ran them both once this year at Thunder Valley.
Thunder Valley.
I hadn't touched them since Thunder Valley Federation.
With the concession stand at Thunder Valley.
He did at Brownstown too.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I smoked the wall Friday night.
Oh yeah, I was there. Okay. I seen that one.
44 Crown Vics. We make the show. I run 8th. I think he ran 13th or something in the show.
Yeah,
we were both tickled to death. Bo was overwhelmed with joy.
I bet he was.
I mean, Bo was tickled to death with it. And then we decide, hey, we got these things rolling. We're going to the 100-lapper.
Right.
So we went and signed up for the 100-lapper. I drew a freaking 89. I started the tail. Zach comes around and laps me. I'm like, no, he's not lapping me.
We run side by side. Me and him side by side for probably 20 laps.
Probably. And I'm hoping there's a picture of it.
And then, so we're going around, coming out of 4, and these two cars spin right in the front stretch. One's on the outside, one's on the inside. We would have been good, but the guy on the inside decided he just wanted to gas it up. And it was either door JT or run into this car, and I smoked him head on.
He did both, actually.
Did
he? He hit me, too.
Yeah. But he didn't give me no room.
Right.
I was 3 wide. I couldn't. It was a bad deal. But that guy, I was like, he was facing the grandstand, okay? We're 3 wide off of 4 because we're lapping another car, too, that we've lapped down 50 times. Yeah. I don't know what he was doing. Yeah. So we're 3 wide coming off of 4, and I see him. I'm thinking, oh, he's going to sit there. Zach can squeeze, and about the time we're about 50 foot from him, I see him moving. I thought, oh God,
I smoked him, and it ripped all the wiring out of the front of the car, and the car immediately died. And I'm sitting here trying to get it started back up, and it wouldn't do nothing. And the left front tire was flat. But if the wiring hadn't been ripped out, would have put a new tire on it and went.
Been good.
But we had a blast.
I'm gonna tell you, get them cars rolling. He wasn't gonna stop his car.
Yeah.
He might have been on the brake. I don't know, but there was no chance that he was stopping that car.
Right.
And I thought he was hurt. I was like, I'm gonna come back around here. Ambulance gonna be on front stretch, but he got her to the back stretch somehow.
What happened to yours though? You overheated or something?
Fan bearing locked up around lap 50.
He kept coming around going like this, and we just thought maybe he was being a pansy and getting tired in the car, but he was getting hot.
I decided I was going to pit. I was like, I'm going to pit. I'm going to tell them to clean the radiator, blow it out with some water. We'll go at it again. I go in there, and Bo goes, I'm shoving my hand in the fan. I said, that ain't good. He goes, yeah, it's not spinning. Oh. I was like, why are you shoving your hand in the fan?
Right.
But the bearing had locked up, and he could put his hand in there. Fan wasn't working. So I put a new fan in it.
So where does that lead us to this Saturday?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I forgot where we was going.
That's all right.
So I've been working on it. I got to switch seats. We got a new fan put in it. I was in there with the new seat in it, trying out, seeing how the steering wheel fits. Steering wheel's really close to me, which is a little scary because if you hit the wall head on, I don't want the steering wheel to come to my chest. So I think Dad's going to cut part of the steering shaft off. While I'm sitting there playing with the steering, I'm turning the wheel like a quarter turn. The wheel's not, the tires ain't moving. I'm like, oh no, that ain't good. So Dad looks down in the idler arm where that ball joint or that joint is in it. Like it's just sloppy. Like I don't know what's holding it together. So I called O'Reilly's. Luckily they have one. So we're gonna put that in there tomorrow. I got to get the steering wheel fixed, and I need to get all the fluids and tires figured out what we're gonna do for there. But we're gonna go run the 200 lapper.
Any predictions? Win?
No, we're not going. We're not going to win. Listen, here's the deal.
What kind of racing philosophy is that?
Them guys are way above what me and Zach got. And it's not nothing to do with Bo builds a good car. I'm not saying Bo. Them guys have been doing this all year. They got way more horsepower than we got coming off the corner.
I want to scroll down here real quick because I seen it a minute ago. Anthony Finley states, I was waving at you two as I was passing you all. So that is a seasoned Crown Vic driver. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, he only made 20 laps.
Yeah.
He only made 20 laps?
He made it out before us. We were pacing ourselves, okay?
Yeah.
We
It is. Okay, let's go to Brandon Cranmer's comment right here. To finish first, you first must finish.
Yeah.
Says it all.
That poor guy didn't finish either.
I know. I feel bad for
he
you,
rolled
Brandon.
hard. I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah.
Terrible for you.
He was wrong place, wrong time because that didn't have nothing to do with him.
Right.
No.
Nothing to do with him, and he got all the abuse out of it.
So JT will be at... I mean, the plan right now is JT will be there.
The original plan was we was going to be there tomorrow night to practice.
Right.
Well, obviously we found problems. Ain't going to make it tomorrow night. So then I was like, well, I'm going to try to make practice on Saturday. Well, there's only two of us at work Saturday, and I won't get out of there till probably 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I ain't going to make the first practice. So then they're having a second practice around 2 o'clock. They last 15 minutes. So I'm going to go out there and get my 15 minutes of practice, roll out and qualify, and then I'm going to start the Halloween 200.
There you go. If you're going to do it, you might as well just start from scratch, right?
But that's zero experience on asphalt. I've never raced asphalt. I've drag raced, during school, but that's different.
That's different. That's a big difference than going around Salem High Banks.
We were talking to
Aaron.
Yeah, AJ, and he says you enter the corner. What was it, 98 miles an hour?
Yeah, 98 miles.
That's cruising.
That ain't cruising. That's flying.
98 miles an hour on a street tire with a car that weighs 2 tons. What could go wrong at that point?
Right. Right.
So,
oh man,
I'm going to say that I'm very blessed. I got a big crew coming. I think even Zach's going to try to make it down. We got Zach, Chris, Ethan, Dad, Bo, Tanner, Chuck.
Now, luckily though, there is a 10-minute break at lap 75 and 150, right?
75, 150. Yeah.
So that'll help you a little bit. If you can get to 75, take you a little bit of a breather for 10 minutes. I think the next set of laps would technically be a lot better on you if you get 75 laps under your belt. Well, maintain.
And my buddy Kelton secured us some radios. So I think it'll make me feel better if the guys are talking to me and saying, hey, you can push it a little harder. Or, hey, you need to back down.
Right.
Or, hey, here comes Lee. That'll make me feel better.
Right.
Just knowing what I'm doing, what I need to do different. Because I ain't going to be able to see what I need to do different inside that race car.
It's going to be tight.
If you just survive through the first 10 laps, you'll be good.
I think that going that first corner, because they're starting 3 wide, rolling start. I think if you make it through that first corner, that's going to be big.
Yeah, it's going to be big. Yeah.
We're going to wad everybody up.
I've never been nervous to strap into a race car, but I'm nervous.
Are you?
I'm nervous. I wasn't nervous when I strapped into Zach's Modify. I mean, I had faith that I could drive that race car, and I have faith I could drive this race car. But when you're going into a corner at 98 mile an hour trying to stop that thing because they're spinning out and you can't, and you know they're a 4-point cage. The cage ain't even through the full car. And
you're just making this worse on yourself.
Zach loaned me it's not a Hans device. It's a Simpson
hybrid.
Yeah. Same thing. So I got to thank him for that because that's big safety. Meg bought me a brand new helmet last year I couldn't be happier with the Simpson Bandit 2 or something. I got a really good fire suit. Bo built a good car.
Yeah.
You're set to go.
I did hit the wall head on at Brownstown and it drove better after that. So
there you go.
And he hit that other car and he's fine. Yeah. I thought he was going to be hurt.
Yeah.
But he's not.
Bo builds a good car.
Bo builds a good car. I'm not ever going to take anything away from his abilities.
So Tyler, for zero commission, what kind of house sale deal is that? We'll discuss that, Tyler. I think we need to up the commission if I get it sold for you. Oh, and thanks, Grant. I did wear the Grant Simpson hoodie tonight.
He wiped his butt with it first before he put it on. Just
Twice.
So you know.
Philip said Dustin's a cheater. Well, there is some posts going around Facebook about cheaters, and you can't really call anybody a cheater if you don't wash your car.
I don't know. I see Dustin on that page at one time.
I tell Seabiscuit all the time, you need to wash or wipe the car down between every race.
Exactly.
You should wipe it down between every race. I go by Phillips Pit, and Seabiscuit's in the trailer there eating a coney dog, sucking down a pop, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm just hanging out." And I said, "You need to wipe the car down between every race." I said, "It makes it faster." He ain't listened to me one time all year.
You can't tell him nothing.
Can't tell him nothing. Anthony Finley said he made 50 laps.
Oh, well, I still made like 58.
Yeah,
and I want to tell him about the score sheet there, bub.
Yeah,
all weekend, tell him.
What about it?
That 1C was in front of that 11S all weekend.
It was
all weekend long.
Was it?
Until he lapped me, but then it didn't matter because he wrecked out.
Yeah,
but he did lap me.
But he did lap you though.
I was so happy. They said that whenever, I finally seen him, I was coming up on him. I pushed that car hard.
Right.
I was going to catch him, and I would have passed him because there was a few times where I was getting by him.
He'd pull up to my door, and the momentum would carry, and I'd drive back around. He'd pull up to my door again, and I'd drive around. It was a blast.
We had a great time.
You need to buy one and race with us.
I need to.
We're trying to talk Bo into keeping them, but
why don't he keep them?
He's wanting to move on to. He's got some big plans for our team. He really does. So I'm not going to say and talk. If he wants to get rid of them, they're his cars.
Can we reveal it?
I don't know. I think if yours lasts through the weekend, they may turn into enduro cars. But I don't know.
That's what he said that the other day.
But I don't know if it lasts.
Oh, it's going to last.
I think you realize how much fun we had, and Bo had a lot of fun.
Right.
I could tell, and it was awesome. I kept telling them all weekend, man, it ain't a lot. Thank you so much for all you done.
I think they need to bring more enduros back like they used to.
Yeah.
I love enduros.
That was so fun.
That's my favorite part of the whole weekend.
I think they need to. I think they need to bring it back. That's just my opinion.
I'll tell you something else that was really cool. When you rolled into our pit, there was a semi. Okay, Bud semi and a trailer. Well, when you rolled around the corner, there was 4 Crown Vics that Bo had built himself, by himself,
right,
in a line. That was pretty cool. He was the only guy there that seen that.
Derek texted me and he said, "So when did Blue Crew get good enough to get a stacker?" I said, "They're big time now, bud. They're big time.
We don't mess around."
Tristan, the 200 starts, I got it wrote down right here, 6:45, but they're having, this is approximate times, but they're having out-of-car driver intros at 6:20, approximately 6:20. So,
and I think Dirt 2 Media is going to have it.
Dirt 2 Media will be live.
Are they going to do the Crown Vic one too? Have you heard?
I think so. I think that's the way I understand it. No, Derek's all over. He's sending some other track itinerary.
He's our tech guy. I wish we could turn the camera over there so you guys could see him over there typing away.
Yeah, he's over there. He's over. Got all the satellites linked up to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
keyboard sitting on
YouTube.
his belly.
Yeah.
Eating Coney dogs, chili dripping down his chin.
Well, here comes Eric. Seabiscuit's finally chiming in, though. He said he did get Rookie of the Year. And congratulations to Seabiscuit to getting Rookie of the Year. Because I know when he sat here before the Pure Stock Special,
I read it off.
Yeah, he didn't really have that high of expectations, and to pull off Rookie of the Year.
It was a tough goal to go into that last race 50-some points behind. So to pull that off, that's pretty impressive.
And he specifies that it was a cheeseburger is what he's eating. Which he is the one that brought up the cheeseburgers the night that he was on the show. He did specify that we need to have a food review on cheeseburgers.
That's making me hungry.
It does sound good, don't it?
Yeah.
Good track cheeseburger right now. All right, Grant Simpson said, Brad is always repping Flag to Flag media sweatshirt when he comes to Bedford for softball. That's what I like to hear. Brad is a supporter. He's a big softball player now, too.
I thought he was retiring. He told me he was too old.
No, he's still playing.
We're entering in another.
Whoa, I don't want Grant to know that. He'll want to come down and play.
Yeah, never mind.
Well, never mind, Grant, you just come down and get you some, old son.
Yeah, there we go.
Just come on down and get you some.
Good luck in Florida this week, Grant, playing softball.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
It is pretty neat.
It's pretty neat.
Hey, and tell your dad we missed him because we had him a spot saved and everything, and I was hoping he'd make it down at least one night, but he didn't. He wouldn't. I know he had other stuff going on, so no hard feelings. We just missed him.
So, yeah, there you go. Where are you playing?
Can't tell you.
Yeah, Tractor Supply parking lot. Last I heard.
Somewhere around end of December.
Hardsburg is looking for some teams next weekend, boys. Get signed up. Get it.
We got a wedding.
Yeah, we're groomsmen.
We're groomsmen.
What?
You got a wedding too, dummy.
Yeah.
I know I got a wedding. I already talked to Jamie about it.
Oh.
I got to bring a lawn chair. And I'm sitting in front of the front row with a microphone. Flag to Flag Media Live.
Oh, no.
They told me that they're serving corn dogs.
Are they?
That's what Kelton and Jamie said. They said corn dogs for everybody.
Yeah. Kelton's going to show him his magic trick.
How to make a corn dog disappear.
Oh, good grief. Oh, I'll make sure I bring a GoPro. That'll be some good YouTube content. So anyway, I know that's pretty much the FunFest talk and the big weekend at Salem, which I don't want to take away. I know we're talking about Crown Vics and Halloween 200, but there are a lot of other classes racing at Salem this weekend. So it's going to be a big weekend at the Salem Speedway. So if you don't have nothing going on this weekend and you want to go watch some racing, go to Salem Speedway. There's going to be, is it 3 days or 2 days?
3 days.
3 days.
Well, practice is all that's going on.
But full 3 days.
Yeah.
So you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday racing at the Speedway. So
free camping too.
Yep. Free camping. So make sure you go out and check it out.
Me and Allie drove by there last night, and there was already people there camping. So that's pretty cool.
The Halloween 200 gets a bigger turnout than the ARCA race.
Yeah, it does.
It's a fact. It's a better racing.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. Well, the thing about ARCA, and I don't want to take anything away from any series or whatever, but ARCA's turned into like you got 3 or 4 guys that are going to dominate, and that's pretty much it. So,
and they don't run Hoosiers no more.
No.
It's not. Is that really ARCA at this point?
Right. I thought JT was the best man and only corn dogs for Kelton. So I know let's talk about some like national stuff going on. I know this will be a lot of talk over because we all follow, even though like we're local racers, we support our local racetracks and stuff. We still follow like some of the national stuff, right? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I watch all the flow stuff during the week to keep me occupied while my wife's watching Grey's Anatomy and Chicago this and The Resident that, and I don't get into the medical shows. I just don't do it. So I sit on the couch and I watch Flo on my phone while she's doing whatever she's doing on the TV. But right now, me and Zach kind of joked about this a little bit before the show, but right now is technically, or silly season has already started. You'll scroll through Facebook. You'll see somebody's cars for sale. I know that Ricky Thornton Jr. has already put out a post. I know Dale McDowell's already put out a post because rumors are already starting that they're leaving the SSI Motorsports, and then Dale McDowell's is like completely changing his whole team by moving shops and changing chassis manufacturers and all that.
Changing chassis manufacturers?
That was the rumor.
He's not though, is he?
He's not.
Okay.
He smashed the bug, and so did Ricky Thornton Jr.
I thought Ricky Thornton was leaving. I'm glad he's staying.
Supposedly, per his post, he's staying at SSI Motorsports. So same cars, same motors, same sponsors, the whole 9 yards. So, but anyway, it gets comical because even like on the local scene, knowing some of the getting to know some of the racers personally. Like I've known Braden forever and this type of stuff. So like I joke with them, when I text them because they'll post car for sale and I'm like, oh, so did you buy you a crate? Are you raising goats now? Like I just like play along with it, So I think it's funny. But so then you got Tanner English that him and Riggs split ways. Well, now Tanner English is going to the Viper.
Really?
That Max Blair was racing. The 111 car.
That'd be a good car for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Josh Richards is out at Briggs Motorsports. And
Max Blair's going
there.
Where's Josh Richards going?
They didn't say, but they were talking about on Flow the other night that quite possibly they think that, he may decide to hang it up. Because, he's accomplished a lot, but they said they wouldn't be surprised to see that. But there was nothing.
What's he going to do?
There was nothing saying that he was going to do that.
Here's the thing, though. Like, what... I don't know if you're Josh Richards fan, I apologize for this, but what technically has he accomplished?
He won World Outlaws Championship.
I know, but
4 or 5 years in a row, didn't he?
How many worlds do you have? How many dreams do you have? How many Show Me 100s do you have? How many?
Is he ever going to get that? Has he been close to it? I don't remember him being close to a world.
Me either.
But the Rocket House car hasn't always ran the world, right?
Yeah.
They just recently started going. And why did HUD get that right over your son? Not that I don't want HUD to have it,
right?
Because I think HUD it's a good opportunity for HUD, but
it's just interesting. I don't know.
I wonder if maybe Rocket's looking out for them, as in their future, and going past Longhorn because Longhorn's really on top right now. I feel like.
So
that's my opinion.
Half mile for sure.
All right. So everybody Hunt the Front's got 100,000 YouTube subscribers. What about that big news this week?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
They're going to Longhorn.
They left Capital.
The Capital's staying for their crate program.
So they've got 3 Capitals still.
Yeah, they got 3 Capitals.
And they bought Jimmy Owens Longhorn.
Jimmy Owens Longhorn.
That's got low races on it. Low nights.
I'm not a Jimmy Owens fan, but
I don't know.
I can't believe Joyner's doing that.
Me either.
But they said they're really good Capital cars, and there's nothing against Capital, and they're really
Definitely
appreciative of everything they've done for them.
They've done everything for them.
Yeah.
Shane Clanton and Capital. I mean, golly, them guys have pretty much spoon fed them. Not nothing against the Joiners, but look at all the help they've got. Are they going to get that from Longhorn?
Subscribers. That's what it's got.
Are they going to get that from Longhorn? Is Eric Wells going to throw information? Is Brandon Overton going to throw information? Davenport ain't going to share nothing.
Yeah,
it could be interesting.
T-Mac ain't going to go telling you what he's doing.
No.
And they were good in a Capital.
They were good, but in their super
from a national level,
they struggled.
Crate wise, they are very, very good in their Capital.
Yeah, they're dominating.
But in the super program, I don't think they were way off.
Yeah.
Shane Clanton has really got the Capital thing like that because he's even got Tyler Bruning having really fast moments.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I think it takes the right person to get the Capitals to go the way they are.
Yeah, and, maybe they think, maybe Joyner thinks that he's not good as a driver in a Capital with a super.
Let's throw this out there, too, though. Shannon Babb switches to Longhorn. He ain't done nothing.
No. You're
He's
right.
running better than he was.
Not much.
I think he's better.
He won a race the other night, but when he went that thing to Summer Nationals, he looked awful.
I think he's better than he was. I'm not saying he's dominating, but I think he's better than he was.
I don't think so. I like Shannon Babb. I hope he does. I want him to do good.
Mark my word on it. This is how racing works. Mark my word on it. In a year or two, when Rocket hits on something, everybody will be selling all these Longhorns and going to buy Rockets.
Yeah. It's always that way.
Yep.
I think the only person that won't go Rocket and will stay Longhorn is Davenport,
Overton,
and
McCready.
Yep.
I think he could persuade McCready to leave.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
He ain't been married to Longhorn his whole career.
That's true.
But there is a lot of backing there through Longhorn, though.
Well, the thing he's got to Bilstein.
Right.
And Bilstein's Longhorn got some kind of deal going.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that could be.
And speaking of McCready, he just won his
back-to-back
championship.
150K.
I like T-Mac.
Drop in the bucket.
It's already spent, probably.
Yeah.
And I think it win the Dirt Track World
too.
Championship this weekend. That'd be
big money.
that's $250K.
He won't win that.
You want to bet on it?
Yeah.
I can't do that on live TV, but
There'll be a lot of fast cars at that one.
there will be.
And I was the Jackson 100 was a good race, but I was kind of disappointed that we didn't get more at that one.
Yeah, I was too.
There's
I
too
don't
many
know.
big races going.
That's the problem. I mean, you got all the Southern guys went down to wherever that
Georgia,
was.
wasn't it? North Georgia?
Yeah. So then you're splitting the Midwest in half. So from Southern Kentucky north, you're going to Brownstown, and from Northern Tennessee south, you're going down there. So it hurt.
It was same money,
Right.
So I mean, you had to do what made sense for your program. Jimmy Owens didn't come, and he's won how many races at Brownstown?
Well, it's just like when did you guys watch Jimmy Owens at 411?
Yeah. Did you hear what they said?
Dominated.
They said the past 20 races that he's raced there, he hasn't finished out of top 3
And this is 8 in a row.
that he's won. Yeah.
8 in a row, JT. 8 in a row.
That's not a fan.
Dominated.
And like half a lap, wasn't it?
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad. Yeah.
Well, it was good. It was a good bad.
And it wasn't like there wasn't other fast cars there. Larson was there. Huddy was there. Madden. I mean, there was good race cars there. Richards or Shepard.
He lapped Larson.
Yeah.
I mean, like went around him like he was tied to a pole.
He was good, bud.
Yeah, he was good.
But what Jimmy was saying in Victory Lane was the fact of like right now there's so many races out there for good money. Why do you like? I could almost see like Lucas and World of Outlaws. Like I don't really want to say folding up, but your talent is just going to keep dwindling because I mean Jimmy said he can stay right there in Tennessee
and run for
drive
$5,000 every
go
weekend.
200 miles circus at circle and run for $20,000. You know, so
It only makes sense.
right.
I don't blame him. I think you'll still have your big world and stuff, but I think series wise, I think these series are going to start hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what kind of comments we got here? So
We get distracted easy.
oh, it's okay.
Sorry.
It's all part of having a podcast live show.
Well, a lot of viewers tonight.
Yeah,
I will
dude,
say
it's
that.
awesome. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway here in a little bit, so stay.
Yeah, we
stay
are doing a
tuning in.
giveaway tonight. Anthony Finley said that Zach's car is for sale. That is true. It is still for sale. Is it still for sale?
Yeah, it's still for sale. Everything's for sale.
Everything is for sale.
For sale, not on sale.
That's true. So we got
I like
we got a dually truck. We got an enclosed trailer. We got a
Mini
house
Cooper.
with 2-car garage. We
Well,
got Mini Cooper. What else we got?
Allie.
I told that.
Allie.
No, that'd be hard to replace.
Oh wow, good for him. Look
at
at
the
him.
brownie points.
Allie, you
man.
got a good one.
Are you going to go? Is she watching tonight? Do you know?
Yeah, I'd say she probably
Or
is.
if she's not, you're going to go home and say, you need to fast forward to 49 minutes and whatever seconds and watch what I say on there.
She's at home making dinner, man. I can't.
What's she
say
making?
Cowboy casserole.
Let's go.
Oh, you need to try her sausage balls. I know that sounds bad to say on the air, but I got sick on them sausage balls at New Year's. I ate so
Did you?
many of
It's
them.
because he ate so many, not because of the ingredients.
Right.
No, it wasn't because they were good, and I
I'll
was
have to
drinking
try 'em.
pucker with them, and we were feeling good.
Oh yeah, we were having a good time. But we were talking about having stuff for sale. When she come back in after the powder puff, I said, "Think we need to put my pier stock back together for you?" And she's just like, "Yeah, I mean that would be cool." And I said, "We can buy a stacker." And she's like,
no. So Grant Simpson says, silly season, her JT is going to run red next year.
Rumors cannot be confirmed or denied. I'm just kidding. That's denied.
I was like, what? This is late breaking.
Yeah, there's no chance I'm running a red car.
Rebecca
That's a
Bray.
Simpson thing.
Rebecca Bray said, JT done mess up letting me race to the Crown Vic. Now I'm car peeping.
She
you
had a
got-
good time too.
Is she going to buy a Crown Vic?
I don't know. She can run ours again next year if we still got it. She had a blast. Addie was supposed to come.
I know.
"Oh, what the heck?"
Well, we ended up having to go to the wedding. I didn't want to.
You
get in
didn't
trouble
have
when I go to. Tristan said, "How come Tristan doesn't run the powder puff?
She won't.
I begged her. I've begged her for years.
She won't do it."
No, I said, sis, you need to try. You need to experience what it's like. Because even Becca came in, she goes, it felt like I was flying, and she was doing great. But like when she goes and watched the video, she realized she wasn't flying.
Right.
When Jamie did it, she went and watched the video and realized she wasn't flying. It's different.
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
not as easy as it looks.
Then Kelton said her Grant is going blue next year. So Kelton was backing you up.
That'd be a good look on you, Grant.
Rebecca Braid said, I eat that for adrenaline. Grant Simpson, I can see Josh Richards hanging it up after the last wreck he was in, well, getting hit with a rock mud ball. I mean, Josh Richards has taken a beating. I mean, really, he has.
I didn't like him back years ago because he was winning all the World Outlaw races and stuff. But, he's one of them guys that I would like to see win again just so he doesn't. I don't want to see nobody go out.
I mean, I've never had anything against Josh Richards. I'm like you, though. I just wish he could be more competitive because I think he deserves to be up front.
It's like Scott Bloomquist that they bring a certain thing to the sport. Even though we don't want to see them win every weekend.
Right.
When they roll in, it just adds something.
Yeah.
Josh Harris said Rocket House car team was a World of Outlaw Series car for the longest time rather than UMP and Lucas Oil.
It's true. Yeah,
Daryl Smith, he hit the nail on the head because that was in the video.
I did forget about that. I watched that today.
Langfelder is a huge money backing for Hunt the Front. And, when you're in a situation like that and they say, this is what we're going to do.
Well, that makes sense then. I can't.
I forgot all about that because
that's a good point.
Because Langenfelder said, what do we need to do?
Right.
We need to switch.
Right. And when your big money guy's saying we need to do something, you're going to do it.
I mean, if mine told me to go out and roll in the mud, I'd probably go roll in the mud.
Right.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot I wouldn't do if they was paying the bill.
And Derek's right. He said in regional show they look okay. National showings they're way off. And that's very true.
Yeah.
Debbie Curry says Hart T-Mac. T-Mac is the man. I like T-Mac. Jamie Ogle said he's the only one in the Davenport notebook.
He's talking about T-Mac.
T-Mac.
They park by each other everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah. Derek said Portsmouth just never looks interesting to me. I don't think Portsmouth is a good track for the Dirt Track World Championship. I've said it for the last couple of years. To me, it's always real dusty and can't really see nothing.
I hear the facility's not super nice, but,
I don't know.
I don't know where you move it to either because, I've been to Charlotte. That is one heck of a finale the World of Outlaws put on. Mm-hmm. It is awesome.
I wasn't impressed with Charlotte.
The racing's not that good.
Right.
But if you go up there, the bleachers are nice. The fireworks are amazing. The whole facility.
The facility is amazing.
It's twice Eldora.
It is.
It's amazing. Nice. But yeah, the racing's not that good.
I know Eldora's known for its World and Dream and stuff, but so where would you have the dirt if you was going to hold a Dirt Track World Championship, where would it be at?
Not a half mile. Get away from these half miles.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
Go back to short track.
Put them on a bull ring. Let's settle Fairbury.
Yep,
yeah.
Fairbury.
Put them on Fairbury and let's settle it.
Dirt Track World Championship at Fairbury.
Let's see who's willing to push their limits on their car and, run it.
Fairbury puts on some of the best races in the country, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If anybody knows Michael Rigsby, tell him that Dirt Track World Championship Flo needs to push the Dirt Track World Championship to Fairbury.
Fairbury. I like it. There's other little tracks like that are good. That racetrack at 411 was pretty good. Jimmy Owens just had something figured out, but everybody else was racing.
Right. And I agree with Debbie Curry. She said Jackson 100 needs to pay at least $30,000 or $50,000. To me, the Jackson 100, if things are done right, if planning and all that stuff, the Jackson 100 could be as prestigious as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? The prestige for the Jackson County Fairgrounds and Brownstown Speedway is there. It's just it needs more backing. Yeah. And I'm so glad they went to a 2-day show.
The 2-day show adds a lot.
So glad they went back to a 2-day show. Not qualify one night, then put the cars up, and then
I don't like that.
That was just a waste of time.
Race them.
Daryl said Mark Richards has hired an engineer to help develop new rocket car for 2023. I think I really think that's where a lot of things are going. If you look at NASCAR, that's where NASCAR went. You start getting these engineers involved and these shot guys that just know nothing but shocks.
They'll
that
figure it
changes
out.
Everything.
Yep.
So I think, Mark is out obviously heading in the right direction with that. You know what I mean?
It just proves that they're not willing to be second.
Right.
That's what always put Rocket above. They've had moments where they were second. They couldn't beat Mastersbuilt for a minute.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But they're the ones that keep coming through in the end.
Yep.
Debbie Henson wants to know if Zach is for sale.
Everything's for sale at the right price.
Everything's for sale at the right price. Now, I don't know if Allie would agree because he's not willing to sell Allie. So
she would agree.
She would agree?
Oh, yeah. She would
agree.
She'd tell me.
Anthony said, funny thing, I watched a young Zach from 8 years ago on YouTube in a pure stock Schaefer photo and T-shirt video at B-Town.
Yeah.
But you've been a stud forever, though.
I don't know, man. It's just
natural.
Been a lot of years of me spending dumb money on stuff to go fast.
Yeah, it happens.
Putting in the time.
Craig Cooper, you guys might be able to answer this. Craig Cooper wants to know what's the rules for the powder puff. What are the rules?
They got to be a girl, not transgender, but
Doesn't matter how they identify.
Yeah.
Oh, we shouldn't say that. We're gonna get kicked off.
Sorry. That was bad. We probably just lost a few viewers.
That's all right.
I bet we didn't lose any of ours.
Okay, so they got to be a female, and
that's pretty well it.
that's pretty well it.
Yeah.
But can they have previous racing? Well, I guess Allie did.
Well,
I did.
and she's not the only one that's had pre-racing experience. The girl that won last year did, and a few others. So
The Crown Vic one was full of girls that had raced all year.
yeah,
So just pretty much you guys got to be a female, correct?
yeah, you got to be a female. Used to, they used to have powder puffs. Powder puff races a lot more.
Yeah, and they used to have a lot more mechanic races.
I wish they would have a mechanics race at
That'd
FunFest.
be
I'd
cool.
love for my dad to run again.
Yeah.
I wish my dad would get back in one. He will not for the life of him. I'm trying so hard. I just want him to realize how much power is there.
And your mod.
Yeah, my mod.
It is way different.
A lot different, I guarantee it. I never sat in a seat on one, but I guarantee it's different. Derek, we're not having... He's
Come party at Matt.
come party at Matt's house for the dirt race in December. Ethan said, thought about taking Becca into running the super stock next year. Talk her into it. I think it'd be a good time.
Megan has a blast with it every year. We don't win every year, but she has a good time.
Yep.
I told her, as long as you're having fun. Now I did get frustrated. She flipped a car 2 years ago.
Right. I remember
And
that.
she has not ran it hard since. And I told her this week, I said, if you're going to beat Allie, I said, you're going to have to run the wheels off of it.
And
she
going to the
did.
jig anyway.
She did run the wheels off of it. She ended up spinning out, coming off it too. But I was just proud that she was running it again.
Yep.
John Jennings said that Lawrenceburg had a good dirt track world championship. I don't know if I'm a fan of
Late models on Lawrenceburg.
late models on Lawrenceburg.
Oh, you're talking half mile again, aren't you? Lawrenceburg half mile.
I think it's cool.
Lawrenceburg is like this.
Yeah. I think it's an awesome sprint car track.
Yeah, it is.
It's good school bus racing.
Oh, here's another one, too. I do agree with Derek on this one. Davenport, Iowa is a phenomenal quarter-mile racetrack. You watch any of those races on Flow at Davenport, Iowa?
That's the one that they kind of, the front stretch is like way away from the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome racing.
It's kind of flat though, ain't it? The facility looks super nice.
But yeah. Billy Hillbilly said the Springfield Mile. That's going the opposite direction.
we're going to go small or not bigger.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Davenport not to win.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
kidding. There you go.
And Tristan said the Big Block Modifieds put on a good show at Charlotte.
They put on the best show of the weekend,
yeah,
really.
I agree. When I went down there, I think the same thing. I think the Big Block Modifieds did the best.
I think we had their track world championship at Thunder Valley. Put them on that put them on that quarter.
Little bull ring, bud.
Let's see.
Do you guys follow Ashton Winger on Facebook?
I don't.
He said that Jimmy Owens looks just as fast on TV as he does when he passes him at 411. He is pretty comical on Facebook.
Mom said I'm not for sale, so
Zach isn't for sale.
I
Well,
guess.
We wasn't going to get much out of him anyway.
Becky, I have to agree with JT on that one.
I got to meet his mom this weekend. Oh my gosh, she's super nice.
Oh yeah,
Super nice.
What night was that? I was hanging out with you or something.
Saturday.
No, this is like early in the
Oh.
season. I went running up in the stands and I had my video camera and stuff. And she goes, "Are you the flag guy?" And I'm like, "Yep, that's me." And she goes, "I'm Zach's mom." And we met. But
Oh yeah.
Becky is a nice
Zach told
lady.
me the other night, he goes, "Hey, my mom's coming." And then his whole family got out of the car. I was like, "You said your mom?" And it was the whole clan.
Hey, it's his.
The whole
It's his.
crew.
Entourage.
Yeah, entourage.
Yeah. He looked really cool.
Paparazzi, man.
JT needs to come to Bloomington next year and run some. I agree with that.
I like running. I had a good time at Bloomington.
Work is your biggest issue, though, ain't it?
Work's a big issue, and that place is rough on my car every time I go. It's nothing against race; it's just hammer down.
Yeah.
which is good racing and it's fun to do. It's rough on a motor.
Yep.
Tyler Collins. This is, can a late model get in with the street and pure stock powder puff?
They've done. Yeah, they did it one year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
there you go.
The super stocks ran with the pure stocks. So I mean,
Tyler, who are you putting in it? That's the question. Who are you putting in it? I want to know. Not that I'm just curious. He's got something up his sleeve.
I'm assuming his woman.
It could be. I think. I don't know. She probably will race car.
it's a good time. That one time that they did put it, you need to teach them how to shift though, because that one time they did have a crate out there.
To stay in low gear.
She had it in low gear, and that thing was screaming. I felt so bad for it.
Wide open. Where are we at here? Craig says Grant Simpson just need more cars over there. I agree. I think it is a good track. I think that I just wish it was a little bit wider.
Friday night racing is just really hard unless you live within 15 minutes of it. That's how come I can make Salem work. I got off work and the car was in the parking lot. We were there in 2 minutes.
Right.
But if Bloomington was closer, I could make it work more. But it's hard. I don't get off till 6 o'clock. So,
Dirt Track World Championship at Mile and DeCoin.
well, he's not in the mile thing. Though.
He is.
We're not doing the mile. We're doing quarter.
That's a different Billy.
Oh, it's different, Billy.
Maybe he will get to run a team car there with me next year. There you go.
Now that's talking.
That's talking.
Yeah. Can we make it blue?
Hook JT up. Luther said Zach's mom is real nice. She's getting a lot of compliments on here tonight.
I don't know what happened to Zach, but she was really nice.
Yeah, I don't know what happened either. And Tyler said he's trying to talk Allie into it. She said no, but going to start working on her for next year. You got what, 358 days or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
He's got plenty of time.
Convince her.
Can do it.
We'll convince her.
You know what? We were over there. What was it, Thursday night? And Brenton Gotze wouldn't even let us drive his race car.
I know. He tried to get me to let him drive my car.
But he wouldn't let you drive his?
No.
He said, "Do you think I can fit in yours?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably. I mean, I fit in there."
Right.
And then JT mentioned something about us driving his, and no.
He goes, "You can't fit in my seat." Like, hell, we can switch seats. Ain't no big deal.
Said no to that. Yeah, Lauder probably said no to that.
Oh, we wouldn't wreck it too hard.
No. I mean, look at
I
the
know
Crown
harder than
Vics.
he has.
Look at the Crown
Yeah,
Vics.
exactly.
They still run.
Hey, Crown Vic run better.
That's true. You might be onto something there, Britton. Brad says, since you boys are done racing, get your gloves, come play ball this weekend.
We're not playing this weekend, but we are playing in a tournament coming up soon.
I will tell you this.
Tournament near you.
Yeah.
I've got it. It's that time of the year,
It's gonna
boys.
be cold.
It's October 13th. Deer season is about to go in full swing for me.
You know what I see?
And then what I think is next year we need to get a flag-to-flag media softball team together.
There's only 3 of us, bub.
We can recruit players.
Oh, yeah. I'll call Jeter.
Yeah. I don't care who you call.
Anyways, I seen a doe chasing a buck. Or a buck chasing a doe chasing. A buck chasing a doe. Last night, the other night at my house. I mean, they're already chasing.
It's getting about that time, boys. I'm telling you. The leaves have changed more in the last 2 days than they have in the last 2 weeks.
Watch out, Matt's going to be out there in the yard chasing them.
There was 2 does down here in the hayfield a while ago. I was watching. Okay, so Grant said you don't want that.
What do we not want?
Brad said, "Ha, I've seen them both play." We'll get tuned in. We got.
I think we're pretty. He watched us play mushball, didn't he?
No, we whipped his team that day. Half your team didn't even show up, Brad. I think that was a hard time.
Yeah.
But what a lot of people don't know is, though, I've already got like hitting coaches and everything lined up for this winter, so we'll be in good shape before spring gets here.
Look, Seabiscuit wants to pitch for our team.
Josh ain't playing on our team. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
I'm just the manager.
We'll let you know the day before, Josh, if we got a full staff.
Billy says he's got a cousin in Kentucky that's a professional softball player, makes a good living. Well, send his number our way.
Yeah.
See if he wants to play for a racing media team.
Is he like Derek Jeter Jr. or something?
Derek Jeter?
Yeah, Jeter.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Somebody like that. I'll cheer him on.
We need 50 viewers so we can do our giveaways.
Hey, share this out real quick. If we can get to 50 viewers, we're going to do a giveaway. We got a nice giveaway tonight.
Nice giveaway.
Nice. And speaking of, but just a little bit of information here before we get up to our 50 viewers and we do a giveaway. We actually have hit 50 viewers tonight, though, by the way, which is awesome. Thanks to everybody.
Yeah, we've had a good count.
Racing season's winding down. And I tell you what, so after tonight, we're going to start our every other week rotation. So after tonight, we're going to skip a week, go a week, skip a week, go a week. But the cool part about it is it's going to be just like tonight. We have, like I said in my Facebook post, we have got to help each other get through the winter. Because for any kind of racer, race fan, whatever, slow season, I mean, not really slow season because you guys are obviously working on stuff for 2023. People will be getting new cars and that type of stuff. So it's not like it's slow. But as far as like media and results and that type of stuff, we got to stay in the loop on everything. So we got to help each other through it.
Yeah.
And we still have stuff going on too. You got Dirt December. You got
December, yeah.
Wild West Shootout,
Yeah.
PRI. I mean, there's still some good stuff we're gonna have to talk about. We're not gonna be on every dead.
But our local upkeep,
Yeah.
it's going to be slow.
That's gonna fall down.
We got to help each other out. I know when it gets wintertime, nobody else is going to be doing anything. But I will tell you this: in the wintertime, I will put a post up there. I don't know what we're going to talk about it, but I don't know if we'll wait till 8 o'clock because if it gets dark at 5 o'clock, everybody's going to be done doing stuff, whatever, at 7. So we might even move it to 7. I don't know. But just want to let everybody know that starting after this week, it's a 2-week rotation, every other week.
Now you know.
Does that make sense? Does everybody understand that?
It's going to be a lot of fun.
We'll have all the rumors to talk about.
All the rumors.
We're going to have the up-to-date information that you guys are wanting to know.
Yep.
Brent Lee sold his car, so I did talk to him. Yeah, he's raising goats now, boar goats to be exact.
Good deal.
Interesting.
I did see where Braden Watson sold his car.
Yep.
He is going into the cow milking business.
Yep.
There's been some interest in the Epic cars.
Yep.
There's guys looking at them.
Yep.
We're not going to confirm sales or not. If you're interested and you want to outbid the guys, you need to give us a call right away.
Yep.
Time's ticking now.
Yep.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, with Brent Lee and Braden Watson getting in the farming business, I'm not sure what 2023 is going to bring.
I
don't know. It's going to be interesting. I know that there's technically, I heard on the radio where butter prices are going up 33% because there's a milk shortage, a dairy shortage. So we do appreciate Braden buying some milk and cows. Hopefully we can just get our butter straight from him instead of him racing next year. So
I'd
that's
pay
pretty
to
cool.
see him milk a cow.
He wouldn't even touch an udder.
I don't think so. I got cows. If you come milk one, I'll pay you.
I got some too.
Look at him, big dog down there. They load up their cows just to load them up and move them.
They do.
swear
I see them
we
all the
did.
time. I see them all the time.
I was like, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're moving cows.
We're moving cows, boys.
We're just moving them to move them because we got a new trailer.
No, Tanner got his trailer done, so we took the calves up there the other night and got them ear tagged and ivermectin and all that stuff. So we had to, do it.
He's a big time
He
farmer.
couldn't do that at your house?
I ain't got a head gate.
I've watched him headlock
Calves.
one.
Just put them between your legs and
No, I headlocked that little one. I don't want no part of these big ones. I headlocked that little one and it climbed up my back using its back legs. I'm not doing this again.
So Grant did throw out a proposition here, JT. He means at Bloomington Speedway, not Brownstown. We will be teammates for the first time that night, opening night, Bloomington Speedway for the Super Stocks.
Oh, I'm down. You just hit me up when, buddy. I'm down.
There it
I
is.
love racing Bloomington. It's just not in my time frame, and
Debbie hit the nail on the head.
they're hitting him.
Braden wouldn't know which.
Where's
end.
Braden at? Is he not watching?
He ain't even. I've not even seen him
Somebody
chime
call
in
him.
tonight.
He needs to be reading these comments.
And Derek said you just got to know how to work a cow. Derek's got a lot of experience.
Yeah, I can tell.
All right, let's do this giveaway. We
Let's
are
do
at
it.
45.
Hey, when
You're doing the giveaway tonight. So what?
does it say what episode? It says it up there. Never mind. I was gonna say we ask him what episode this is.
Yep, it says it up there.
That sucks. Oh yeah, we are doing. I'll tell you what we're giving away though. I know nobody will probably want it.
Can we
but
get that thing out of the bag and check it out?
We're about out of them. Mom sent this one with me. I assume she meant to give it away. If not, I'm sorry, Mom.
This is a nice giveaway right
Yeah,
here.
these are.
The blue and orange and the yellow just.
We're about sold out of these. Can they see that?
Yeah.
That's got me and my little brother on the back, and then it's got Spider Racing Team on the front.
Sharp looking shirts.
We're getting new
Sharp-looking
shirts made next year, so we're moving some old stock. We still got some for sale. If you're looking to wanting to buy some, we're about out of sizes though. So this is one of the last extra larges. So if you guys are wanting a shirt and you get a hold of my mom,
If I'm going to ask a question, if a winner wins tonight, can they trade sizes?
I don't know. You'll have to ask my mom. She's about
I'm just
out.
curious.
This one's an extra large, so I'd rather you be an extra large if you know the answer.
Or give it away to somebody.
Or give it to somebody, pass it down. But I think she said there was only like mediums and a couple XLs and a large left or something.
I got you.
So, I mean, if you guys are wanting one, I mean, reach out to her. She's selling them. She's trying to get them moved out for the new stock that's coming in this next year. So, we're excited about that.
So, what's the question going to be tonight? You got to think of something.
It's got to be something good, don't it? It's hard.
Before my mom says anything, I've got your shirts, okay?
Yeah, I got you taken care of because
We got your shirts.
Zach finally gave me the info. I had to pry it out of him, so I got you taken care of.
I will second that because I see him laying over there on the table.
Yeah, and I got Addie's today too because she'd been.
Well, we're up to 53 viewers, bud. You better come up with a good question now.
Oh, boy.
We just gained like 10 viewers just because a Spider Racing shirt giveaway went up 10 viewers.
I should have brought my shirt. We would have already been up to 100 by now.
Probably went up to 200.
Probably.
What's the question? I'm gonna sit back for this one.
Let's make it a hard one since there's so many.
It needs to be a hard one because this whole asking a question and like the second person guessing winning.
And let's do this right now too. If you're part of the Blue Crew, you guys already got a shirt, so
You cannot answer.
Luther, Kelton, Jamie, Tristan, Brad, Bo,
Ethan.
Ethan, you guys
You're
stay out of this, okay? So here's the deal. There were 4 Epic Crown Vics up there at Brownstown Speedway. If you can give me 3 of the numbers on them, we'll give you the shirt. So you got to get 3 of the 4.
Question.
3 of the 4. I'm letting you have a buy on one. Here, I'll even add to it. There's only, 5 ever made. There's another one that didn't come. So if you can give me that, I'll throw that one in there too. But like I said, no Blue Crew crap. So 3 of the 5 Epic cars. If you can give me 3 of the 5 Epic cars numbers, we'll give you this nice shirt. That might be too hard.
Just start guessing numbers. 1 Epic.
He got it.
Are you serious?
He got it. Lynn got it. Look at him.
First guess.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Okay, Eric Lynn doesn't count, so keep going. Seabiscuit's disqualified.
Seabiscuit probably doesn't have a shirt, so we'll let him. Well, look, she got 4 of them.
Oh.
She got 4 of them.
Oh.
You're only missing 1.
Derek was like way off.
Yeah.
Derek, what are you guessing?
Well, one of them did
beers
used to have a
he's had
7.
today?
None of those are even a number on the Epic chassis.
I don't know where the 22 came from.
How many Coney dogs he's been eating this week?
The 222, I can see that.
Yeah, so we got 5 of them. Zach drives the 11S. I drive the 1C. Adam drives the 59. Chris drove the 89B. Who am I missing? Kylie drives the 04K.
Yep.
So that's the numbers. And of course, that used to be the 795
Right.
originally, but we sold it to my niece Kylie. And
Eric might be an extra large.
Eric, I hope you are an extra large because that worked out really smooth. If you are, buddy. Not that there's anything extra large about you.
222 is still Buddy's number.
Yep. Yeah, we brought it back this year.
Derek, he's way off on
He
everything
is.
tonight.
Out of all the satellites he's got linked up, he couldn't even get the giveaway tonight. I'll tell you what. Do you guys got anything else for tonight's show?
That hour flew by. Well, like you said, if you got nothing to do this weekend, there's plenty of racing. There's Speedway, there's Kokomo.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, if you can't get there, watch them on TV. I know Speedway will be on Dirt to Media, and I'm sure I watched Kokomo on something last year, so I'm sure it'll be on something. So everybody get on there and enjoy it, you know.
I do want to give a shout out to my sponsors because I know going through the season. Also, too. So I'm going to go through my sponsors real quick, and I got another announcement. So, Grant Simpson Racing, Hillbillies Barbecue and Tenderloins, Greens Auto Sales, Solutions Directional Drilling, Jason Petmeyer, Indiana Farm Bureau Agent, B&D Septic and Excavating, which they have a new logo. I need to get the logo updated. Eric Bryant and Stephanie Bryant at P3 Graphics. Appreciate everything they do. And Howard Motorsports and Fabrication. And this is not the announcement, but Brandon Norman does have a new website coming out. I did see on social media today it'll be like 4 to 6 weeks. And then you can start ordering all your fabrication and race car parts and stuff through his website. So that's a pretty cool deal he's got going on. For the 2023 season, this is an announcement I want to make tonight. The 2023 season, with the issues that I had here a couple months ago with access to my pages and stuff like that and had to redo everything, we're going to change the sponsorship program for 2023. All the sponsors that you see on the bottom of the screen are staying with the show. They're not going anywhere. And I will be adding additional sponsors to the show that are racing affiliated. If you own a business, or if you race and you own a business, whatever, I want to try to help out as many people as I can with this platform with sponsorships. The sponsorships are going to be absolutely free. I'm not charging a dime for them. The sponsors that's going down on the screen, I will change those out weekly, and we will try to get as many people on the show as we can. The show is usually averaging anywhere around 1,500 views a week. So if I can help somebody out with the sponsorship logos on the bottom of the screen each week, we're just going to start rotating them through, and I'm not charging a dime because I don't want to get in a situation to where people pay for sponsorships, something happens, and then that money's not getting used, and I don't want to do that to people. I would rather help people. So I've talked to Tommy East with East Vending. He's coming on board for 2023, just stuff like that. If you got a business or whatever, shoot me a message. We'll try to get it worked out. Now, this is not, I want it to be racing related, right? So if you're a racer and you own a business, or if it's a racing business, you sell parts, whatever, I want to help you out as much as possible. If somebody calls and says, "Hey, I work at McDonald's," I don't want to do any of that. I want to help the racing community. So
what's wrong with McDonald's?
I love McDonald's. Look at me.
Okay.
But from a flag to flag media standpoint,
maybe they give us cheeseburgers.
Well, if they start giving me free food at McDonald's, they'll be on here. Guarantee it. But I want to try to help out the racing community as much as I can, because I know we've said on this show every single week, it's racing is becoming such an expensive sport. It is. And there is not a car. There's only like one or two cars I see at Brownstown every week that does not have a single sponsor on it, right?
Right.
Every car has at least one sponsor. Somebody is helping them out somehow, some way. So if I can help by just rotating sponsors through at the bottom of the screen, and somebody sees it and then they go buy something off somebody, I feel like I've done my job. And I'll just be straight up and honest. All this stuff is paid for. I'm not making a dime off none of this. So if I can help people out, then I'm all for it. So you heard that now.
But
Late breaking on Flag to Flag Media.
Make sure you do get to Norman and get that paid, because I did get some stuff.
Yeah, and I got about 15 gallon of fuel this week from him, so you owe money to him.
Yeah.
No, that tab right there, he doesn't know it, but I'm
paid. You paid it.
Okay, good. I just read it now. Sorry. I'm still waiting on you guys to. You said I needed to pay it.
Oh, I thought.
No,
he said it's paid up.
You did pay it. We gave him your credit card info.
I'm not paying that.
You're paying it.
You done,
No, I'm not.
You did.
But you can't leave your wallet sitting out. When you had them 36 beers over there at Tanner's Fire.
Yeah.
Whatever. I checked my accounts this morning. Howler Motorsports of Fab was not on there. So I'm sorry, Brandon. You're out, bud.
It was under a different name.
Was it?
Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Night Stalker. Whatever. Make sure you get them invoices to Jeremy Huffman and
Jay Stalker.
I
don't really want to do that to Jay.
You tell them that, and I'll stay out of it.
Jay Stalker and Jeremy Huffman. They already said they would pay that, so get with them guys on that, and they will get you your money. So, but here's the other thing too with this sponsorship. I'm not saying that I cannot take donations. If somebody is willing to give like Flag to Flag Media something, I'm not going to say that I can't take donations or whatever, whether it's money, products, whatever. If you want to help out, it's perfectly fine, because this is a conversation that I got into with an individual because they felt bad. I don't care. You don't have to give me a single dime, but I'm just telling you, if you want to, you can. If not, then I don't care. You're still going on there. So,
boom.
I thought we were getting paid next year, JT.
It doesn't sound like it.
Negative. Negative.
That new contract apparently wasn't right, was it?
No, I will be talking to my lawyer.
Whatever. You never signed the contract to begin with.
See you in court.
Well, what was that napkin at Waffle House? Was that not a contract?
No, that was to say that I didn't have to pay Brandon Norman.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I forgot. My Uncle Buddy got his first win at Brownstown Speedway.
He did.
Yep.
And I do need to give him a shout out, because he's been trying for 25 years, you know. So I'm really happy for my Uncle Buddy to get that 100 lapper and get one under his belt.
Congratulations too, buddy, because I think it's awesome. What about the first part of that comment? He got enough of my money last week.
Yeah, well, he ran that Enduro and he won it, and it paid $60.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Jeremy Huffman spending money at.
Well, okay, so we put in. It took 10 gallon of fuel, and that was $120.
Who paid for that?
Dad. I gave him the $60 they won.
Oh. Okay. Oh, good grief.
But we had a blast in Enduro. I wish we did that 5 times a year.
That was so
Did
cool.
one a month for the Crown Vics. Let's play.
Yep. One a month. Let's do this. Eric, you need to give JT your shirt size before we forget.
He said it was XL.
Oh, did he? I didn't see.
Yeah. Yeah, I got him.
Okay. Anyway.
I'll get you take care of, buddy.
Yes, give me a quarter panel, Eric. I'll take a quarter panel.
Not the one that's all folded up all the time.
No. I think Brandon got it, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
I think
that thing had to have 100 hammer marks on that thing.
It did. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching tonight. I know it's going to get fun this winter. I promise you that. We're going to have a good time. You guys got anything else before we cut off? And
don't forget about we're not here next week.
Yep. Right, every other week.
Every other week from here on. So.
And I'll put a reminder post next Wednesday or something to let everybody know. All right. Well, until the next flag flies, we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
That's so cool.